A couple days ago, there's a comment left by a viewer. I'm not sure. I can't remember their username currently, but if they're watching, they'll probably know who I'm talking about. And he was saying that he was this, older guy in his 60s, across the ocean. So he's in Europe. He's in the UK. And he was saying, like, watching my videos and videos similar to mine has inspired him to start working out every day for about 15 minutes. And, just hearing that is a great thing. Just to hear that there's people just from across the world that, I guess become inspired or motivated by what it is that I'm doing. My dad always does encourage me to, keep going with these videos and saying that, that what I'm doing is bigger than me. And I do believe that, especially since it's like something I don't believe I'm gonna be doing just for my sake. I mean, I am, yes, because this is something that I wanted to do to begin with. But over time, as the channel grows, I mean, I only have I'm not gonna say only, I have 700. I remember when I was at 14 subscribers. Now I'm at 700, and it hasn't even felt like it's been that long. Well, I mean, it hasn't. It's really only been 3 months technically. But it's just great to see the growth and see just different perspectives from different people. There's older people, younger people that are throughout all different walks of life that find what I'm doing motivating. And that's just very interesting that it's me. It's even though my channel isn't big right now, it's a pretty small channel, but it's just interesting to hear that people are like, what, I'll watch this guy's video, I'll click on this guy's video and I'll watch it, and then I'm gonna leave a comment and a like, and I'm gonna subscribe. That's just very interesting, how that process happens. And I'm just glad that I'm able to provide some type of content that's that's enjoyable for people. It's very interesting. My friends tell me they watch my videos, my dad, my mother, even my uncles who live across the world. I have an uncle in Europe, I have an uncle in Africa, and they tell my dad about my videos and stuff like that. He was just on the phone with them earlier, talking to them about it. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it's just very interesting. And, the fact that people are willing to leave a comment and share, just stuff about them and who they are, it kind of lets me see oh, wow, okay, so, these type of people are watching my videos, or there's so many different types of people that are watching my videos. It's just very interesting as to how, it's just it's not just one demographic. It's so many different people that are here for almost the same reason, right? It's just different types of people that are being united, for one reason. And I'm not saying as if I'm some type of organization, or as if I'm some type of I don't know, but I'm just a guy, I'm just a guy who was what, I'm gonna post on YouTube, and I'm gonna post my workouts, and I'm gonna try and do it every day. And the reason why I do it every day is because that's a way for me to stay consistent. I did try and do the once a week or twice a week or 3 times a week, but I would always end up just missing uploads because I would be lazy, and I would procrastinate, and I would put it off. But with posting every day, I have to really be on it. I have to be okay, let me make sure I work out. Let me make sure I record something to talk about beforehand, so then I won't be staying up an extra hour or something like that at night. Especially when I have to juggle school life and just home life in general. So it's it's led me to be a lot more productive, I would say. Even on days where I'm technically not really doing anything and I'm resting or chilling, it still has me, doing something. I still have to work out. I still have to record myself, and I still have to upload and things like that. So yeah, it's just very interesting. And I've gotten nothing but encouragement so far. I haven't gotten a single hater. Which, I mean, even if I did, it doesn't matter. I don't understand why someone would just hate all of a sudden, or at least go out of their way to hate. It takes more energy to hate somebody than it is to like somebody. But that's besides the point. But I'm just very glad, like, about the audience that I've built so far. Even if it is just like, 700. I think I'm at around 770. I'm almost at 800, which is like, wow, that's crazy. Like wow. It's like, what, it's been 3 months ever since I've been posting daily. And trying to get through everything, even through days where it's like I really don't feel like it or I really don't want to. And then maybe I'll open up YouTube Studio and I'll see the comments. People are like, keep going, this is great content, W video, love the video. And it's like, wow, okay, you know what, yeah, come on, let's do this, man. I gotta do it, no questions about it. So it's just very interesting. I'm even like, people around me are getting motivated, like my father, my friends and whatnot. So it's just like interesting how I'm also impacting the environment around me. And it's like, it's like I walk around with like a little bit of confidence of like being like, yeah, I work out every single day. And it's just funny because it's not like that's ever going to come up. It's like, how often is that going to come up to where you have to say that you work out every day? Like, how often are you going to end up in that situation or conversation without you going out of your way to bring it up, right? So it's just kind of silly, but it's kind of like how like a martial artist will walk around with like a confidence knowing that they could take on anybody in like a physical altercation or whatever. So I do want to kind of go over a little bit of comments. So there's some stuff. It's not like I'm gonna read comments verbatim, but I'm just gonna go over some general comments. Like there are still comments pointing out my gynecomastia. Now, I don't know if it's still as a parent. I feel like me doing training like daily has kind of like left my body with this type of pump that kind of fills my chest more. Usually when I have a pump in my chest, my gynecomastia doesn't look that apparent. And that could possibly just be to like me doing like dips and push-ups and all this other stuff like every day. But I'm surprised so far it hasn't been pointed out more. Maybe that, is because of like all the push-ups and dips and whatnot that I've been doing has kind of allowed my chest to kind of like maintain this pump that it kind of allows it to look fuller and more rounded. Unless, like, of course, people just haven't been like saying anything and they've just like, been going on about their day. But it doesn't really matter either way. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's just interesting. Like, I've been over the topic of gyno a couple of times. People leaving in the comments there with their own experiences and how they've dealt with gyno and like even them getting bullied and whatnot. I even talked about how I got discouraged from exercising. Because I found out that I had gyno. I was just doing like 40 push-ups a day, and then I read something about like, oh, if you have gynecomastia, I found out that I had gynecomastia, and then it was like, oh, if you have gynecomastia, working out your chest is just gonna make it worse. And I'm like, what? For real? So I've been doing this for no reason, and then that's just something I would just say to my parents like over and over again. Well, there's no point in me doing it because it's just gonna make it worse, which which is stupid. Yeah, which was dumb. I shouldn't just be like trusting stuff I found on the internet. I should try and experiment myself and see how it worked. But that's about it. That's all I had to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just me like rambling or whatever. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.